We have to go back.
Are you crazy? I like killing sprees as much as the next guy, but we barely got out of there alive.
We can't leave a child in the hands of a deranged cult leader.
They have a giant army of laser-equipped robots and brainwashed freaks. And it's growing by the nanosecond.
You cut the head off and the body dies.
Or, and hear me out here, we get as far away as possible before it's our butts hooked up to faith batteries.
The matriarch needs us.
Drax is right. We can't abandon Nikki.
Oh, so Drax is right now. Hell forbid I ever am.
Gamora, I'm taking your side.
Because you're a moron, Quill. If we go back there, we're dead. D-E-D. Dead.
And if you hadn't gotten in the way, we wouldn't be in this mess.
You can't face Raker alone.
At least I would have died doing something I believed in.
Who crawled up her butt and died? So, get the Flark out of Dodge?
Not yet. We should try to get a hold of Cosmo instead.
Great plan, only he ain't answering the passport.
Okay, but what choice do we have? We don't have comms.
Well, actually, we might have comms. It turns out they weren't as flarked as I originally thought.
Really?
Groot should be able to raise them. Okay.
Sounds like Murder Mom's feeling more stabby than usual. Hey! Better not slice through anything in that cargo bay. We ain't restocking anytime soon.
You all right there, Drax?
I am pondering that question.
And that makes total sense. After what happened with Nikki and that twisted promise, having to watch the people we love die all over again.
My family did not simply die. They were murdered. By Thanos. I do not wish to discuss it.
What are you working on, Rocket?
Just a little upgrade for the Milano's weapon systems. I told you I'd put that quarantine zone tech to good use if you hit it from Nova Corps.
Cool. How soon can we try it out?
Depends on how long you're gonna stand there bothering me. You want something? If you ask for a rubber ducky grenade, I'm gonna bite your toes off. One tick. Done. Ain't gonna get craftsmanship like that anywhere else.
Hey, Bluebird, you copy? I know you think I sold you out, and...
Who's Bluebird? Who are you talking to? What's a Bluebird?
It, was Yondu's call sign. He was Bluebird and I was the kid.
Let me get this straight. Yondu Udanta, leader of the Ravager's space virus, scourge of the Sirius system and all-around scoundrel, used Bluebird as his call sign?
Even had it embroidered on the back of his jacket.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Pretty much from the day we met.
How did you two meet? Terrans and Centaurians aren't exactly neighbors.
We met on Chitauri Prime, about 3 years into my sentence.
Wait, Yondu was a prisoner of war? I thought the Ravagers were neutral.
They were, and they also weren't. Yondu and I were cellmates. First thing he said when they put him in my cell was, "Boy, don't be going and getting attached, because I'm just here for the food." And the food was pretty terrible, so...
Yeah, that sounds like Yondu.
I had cellmates before, and none of them lasted long. The Chitauri have these gladiatorial games, and...
You got used to people dying.
Not sure about that, but I didn't expect anyone to last long. I also didn't have my translation implant back then, so I might as well have been alone. But Yondu, he actually spoke English. Said he'd offered to translate in exchange for extra rations.
So even in the snake-infested hellhole, ever the schemer.
It's something we had in common. I'd been scheming for a way to escape since the day they took me. I just needed someone like Yondu to make it seem possible.
How did you escape?
Let's just say it was equal parts simple, complicated, and kind of embarrassing. But it ended with the two of us delivering a transport full of stolen supplies straight into the hands of the Resistance.
For a bucket load of units too, I bet.
Anyway, once we did, there was no going back. I was a Ravager. The Ravagers had a simple code. Steal from everyone. Yondu said it made them neutral.
But they weren't. I specifically remember several Chitauri transports being hit when I was still... you know.
They hit just as many Resistance ships, until a Chitauri cruiser uncloaked in front of them during a raid and...
Yondu ended up on Chitauri Prime, with you.
After we broke out, he could have left me on some space station or dropped me off at the nearest Nova Corps base. But he didn't. Instead, he invited me to join the Ravagers.
You were with them a long time. Must have enjoyed it.
I did. Being a Ravager was the first time I felt like I really belonged, if that makes any sense.
I felt the same way when I joined Richard Ryder and the Resistance. Like I was finally in control of who I wanted to be.
Yes, exactly. Those first few years, it was like I had joined this really big, really dysfunctional family, which, now that I'm hearing it, would make Yondu my...
Space Dad?
Could have been worse. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to be alone for a bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll see you around. Peter, we need to...
Gamora. Hey.
Is that... Corell's Galactic War Commendation?
Yeah. I rescued it from her office. I was planning to give it back to her until...
No one could have predicted that Corell was dead. Or that Nikki would be the matriarch.
Or that she might be my kid.
That too.
She's gonna have questions and I don't even know where to begin. How did you and Mom hook up? Why weren't you around? Did you even want me? I've become my dad.
Do you want to practice on me, answering her questions?
I already told Nikki some of the story.
But not all of it.
What was I supposed to say? Hey kid, I hooked up with your mom. I might be your dad.
Maybe not that.
I mean, it was war. I was with the Ravagers hitting Chitauri supply chains. You know, pirate stuff. None of us had any long-term plans beyond survival, especially not kids. Hell, I only met Corell because I heard Earth was in Chitauri's crosshairs.
Mercury, yeah, I remember. Richard Ryder established an outpost on the planet's surface.
An undermanned, undergunned, and horribly outnumbered outpost that didn't stand a snowball's chance in hell when the Chitauri launched a sneak attack. Obviously, I had to do something.
Nikki would understand that, I think.
I was so close, Gamora. By the time I convinced Yondu to help, the outpost had fallen. We thought we were too late, so when Corell and her squad came out of those caves, she was just so... badass. Her forces had been through the ringer, but she wasn't about to give up Mercury without a fight.
That definitely sounds like the Corell I remember.
I tried to convince Yondu to stay and help retake the outpost, but he saw no profit in dying, so I stayed instead. We spent hours strategizing together, often late into the night. It took 3 days to come up with a counterattack, and even then, it was risky. We thought we were gonna die.
But you didn't.
No, we didn't. And now I have to figure out how to tell my estranged kid her mother's dead. Corel never told me about Nikki. She had a chance to tell me 3 years ago and she didn't.
What happened?
You have to promise not to judge me too harshly.
I can't promise that. I love judging people.
Fine. Corel maybe kinda caught me with a kidnapped 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, I can see why Corel wouldn't have mentioned Nikki.
It's not like that. I didn't kidnap the kid, Yondu did. I told him it was wrong, that we had to give her back, and he disagreed. So I stole the Milano and I was trying to return her when Corel just happened to intercept me.
Mm-hmm.
Look, after the Galactic War ended, Corel and I went our separate ways. I rejoined the Ravagers and she joined the Nova Corps. It's not like we had a future together. When she caught me with the kid, when I saw the disappointment in her face, I knew I had to turn over a new leaf. Even if it meant turning in Yondu.
You're the reason Yondu's in the kiln? No wonder there's a bounty on your Earth name. He must have been pissed.
Yep. But I'd do it all over again. What gets me is that Corel had plenty of chances to tell me about Nikki. And she didn't. If I had known, maybe...
The important thing is that you know now.
Yeah. Anyway, until we get Nikki back, we've got bigger fish to fry. This stuff can wait.
True. But when you are ready to talk about it, just be honest with her. The rest will fall into place.
Yeah. You're probably right.
So, Drax, you feeling sucky because Quill took my side?
He explicitly did not.
As far as I know, we ain't turning this ship around and heading back to the Mac-3 yard. I'll take that as a win.
It is Matriarch.
I know, I was making a pun.
Shoo, move over. What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship!
Shoo, Flark off!
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Hey, do I look like an engineer?
You don't.
I am Groot.
Quill and I don't need to make up.
I am Groot.
Maybe when Quill makes the right call and...
Anything yet?
I am Groot.
Guardian of GOLIATHUS.
Cosmo, buddy, where have you been? We've been calling you.
Sorry, Piotr Quill. Cosmos ball's been tied. Universal Church of Truth arrive at nowhere.
Are you okay?
Is fine for moment. Cosmo receive warning in time. But Continuum Cortex is of shutdown for safety. It's been dead, huh?
Your little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Yet, this problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of GOLIATHUS must go to Xandar and ask Worldmind for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of GOLIATHUS must actually...
Cosmo, are you there? What happened?
I am Groot.
Are we under attack?
So these are the cowards who defiled Lady Hellbender's honor.
Oh, good.
Who the flark are you?
Normally, I would not engage in conversation with inferior life forms. But my contract with Lady Hellbender stipulates otherwise. Therefore, abomination. You may refer to me by my title. I am Captain Glory, leader of the Lethal Legion.
Lethal Legion? More like Loser Legion.
He surrounded us.
Listen, I get that Lady Hellbender's super pissed, but now's really not the best time.
Did you think that she would ease her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you are as imbecilic as they are. You will not elude me. That I can assure you.
We just need a few minutes.
Stall him, Quill.
Why? Where are you going?
Did you mute me? What?
So, how much is Lady H offering you anyway? Is it like a lot?
Or are you making a counter offer?
Maybe. Depends. What would it take?
Nothing.
Everyone's got a price, Glory. Even you.
I don't expect those of lower races to understand the basic principles of honor and superiority. When I commit to a contract, I follow through. Always.
Yeah, okay.
So how much for your honor then?
I cannot be bought. Certainly not by low-life scum such as yourselves. I am Glari of the Kree Empire, and I look forward to the day when the Kree race eliminates your inferior species.
Spoken like a true Kree.
More like an arrogant a-hole.
Enough! I will not be disrespected. You will be eliminated.
Give it your best shot, Helmet Head. The Milano's gonna blow you out of the sky.
Your ship doesn't have that kind of firepower.
Scan again.
Possible.
Just a little something we picked up in the quarantine zone.
Looks like you underestimated us.
We'll see. Hit them hard and give no quarter. There's nothing on that garbage scow worth salvaging. Bah! Pathetic.
Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
She'll want a payment in blood. Probably yours.
Please try to flee. I would love to hunt you down.
And feed your ego? No thank you. These guys have really bad timing.
Another problem for our pile of problems. Jeez, how much money did she offer these guys?
More than that ravaging worth.
I am Groot.
Stop barking orders, Groot. You don't even know how to fly her. Only one lethal main brain left.
One is all we need.
That don't even make sense. We just wasted a ton of you.
Woo! Who's the inferior life form now, huh?
Drop out and get a better angle if it gets Peter, I'm picking up something.
What?
It appears I'll have to finish this myself. So you defeated my fighters, but my cruiser will crush you. Feel that, Guardians?
That's it? That's what you've been bragging about?
What do you mean?
Nothing. I'm sure it's very comfortable.
I will not be mocked.
Then do something about it.
Keep up the barrage. They will not survive it.
It's really pissing me off.
Doing us up, Quill. That was a bad hit. Lady Skullsuit has the worst flarkin' timing.
Is she here?
Just her goons. This time.
Starting to feel like
anyway.
Really need to work on our PR.
Yeah, I don't think these scrap sacks care if the galaxy's under siege. You know, contractors.
We're contractors. Taking heat.
Just kill them already!
Fuck! That hurt! We really gotta take better care of the Milano.
Yeah, we don't want our ship washing in wax when this is all over.
Right after you patch up all the holes. That did some real damage. Keep hitting his exhaust ports.
Your strategy will work.
Thanks, you just confirmed that it will.
Like shit!
Moron! Protect our points.
This guy's starting to sound like Rocket.
It's called language efficiency, Quill.
You okay in there, Cap?
Stay still and I'll show you.
Or how much these creeps are getting paid for killing us.
Let me look up the contract real quick. Oh, man! These guys are...
I am Clary, warrior.
Take that, Lady Skull Scut!
I doubt we've seen the last of her.
We'll worry about Lady Hellbender later. Let's just focus on getting to Xandar. Punch it! Yeah, old girl needs a tune-up.
We can do it once we reach the station.
I ain't letting no buckethead near my...
Wow, talk about cosmic gridlock.
I haven't seen this many ships around Xandar since the start of the Galactic War.
Open the channel, Groot. Let's see what's going on.
Have to leave. Our skies are yellow. Need access to facilities.
These ships come from converted worlds.
They're refugees.
Need immediate docking permission. Please answer us.
Groot, that's enough.
I don't see any rescue shuttles coming out. They're ignoring them.
No. Nova Corps might be a bunch of self-righteous domeheads, but they're supposed to be helping folk. That's their whole flarkin' deal.
Relax, Rocket. We'll just call the station and ask to speak to the World Mind. Groot.
Welcome to Nova Corps headquarters. Please state your preferred language of communication.
I know, bud, but now we can all follow along with Starpan's mistakes.
How may we assist you?
Your crippling indecision vexes me, Peter Quill.
After scanning your ship, our near-perfect algorithms pre-selected several officer choices.
Nova's profiling us? That ain't okay.
Centurion Co-Rel's personal communicator has either been destroyed or disabled and could not be reached.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry, Quill.
Me too.
Just pick something, Peter.
Congratulations on your decision to join the Corps. To begin, state your full name, designation, or serial number.
Richard Ryder.
Quill's mom!
This strategy is futile.
Oh, come on, Muscle Brain. It might work.
Oh,
Please
fuck
state
you.
your celestial body
or artificial installation of origin.
Someplace.
Earth.
I continue to doubt this strategy.
Sheesh. Yeah, maybe it won't work.
Finally, in a few words,
Describe what made you want to join Nova Corps.
Because I'm a sucker.
Justice.
Looks like the best AI in the world couldn't parse that. Good job, boys.
Not today.
Nope.
Alright, so that was fun, but a complete waste of time. Any other ideas? We should report what Raker is up to.
Think the Flarkin world mind doesn't already know?
We are aware of the current threat, but
And devote no resources toward fighting it.
I know! Let's join the Corps and rob them!
Because that went so well with Lady Hellbender. How about future crime?
Great idea!
thank you for being proactive.
However, the galaxy's impending doom makes
All future crimes irrelevant.
I know! Let's join the Corps and rob them!
Because that went so well with Lady Hellbender.
Groot wants you to pick world mind.
Scroll down!
the
Allocation of resources for direct
communication with us has been denied.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Well, it was worth a shot. Let's try something else.
Groot wants us to report a crime. Scroll back up! I think I saw someone interesting.
Does that say Nova Prime? Any idea which one?
Who even cares?
Peter, I think everyone here is too busy or dead to answer.
Perhaps we should try another menu.
Nova Prime's identity is confidential
And communication with them is forbidden.
until further notice.
Huh. Doesn't say which one. Why even list them then?
Hey, Woolberry, got any ideas?
Ugh, I hate bureaucracy! Peter.
Only one application per cycle is permitted.
And you cannot resume a cancelled application.
This menu again?
I'll lend a paw and pick this one. If you pick QuiLliXs, I'm gonna gnaw your ears off. Better than Kree. Not much better, but better. What do you mean the past crime button looks lonely?
We should tell them about the promise.
Right.
Thank you for attempting to be an outstanding citizen.
As all prisons are being evacuated
Evacuated, you may self-sequester
wherever you wish.
Your crippling indecision vexes me.
We
We
are
are sad to inform you that Denarian Carlos
is currently missing and
is
assumed
assumed dead.
Hey, isn't this that buckethead we killed on the rock?
We definitely did not murder him, and definitely did not admit it in front of a Nova Corps console rocket.
Nova number 11249-44396
is out of
our
our
sensor range and unavailable for
contact.
Richard Ryder. Sounds Terran.
You seriously don't know who he is?
I have yet to meet a Terran of any interest.
Coleman Day is missing in action
And unable to respond.
Heard of him. He was in the Resistance.
So much for near-perfect algorithms, Helpline.
Cadet Nicolette Gold's communication privileges
Are suspended while we investigate
her involvement in unsanctioned cult
activity.
You should force your spawn to answer us.
I can't do that. She's independent.
Do you think turning ourselves in would get their attention?
Nah.
Connecting to
I can't believe that worked.
Gardeners of the Galaxy.
Explain yourselves.
Hey, World Mind. Long time no see. It's me. Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
And, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Check the addendum.
We need your help.
Pay a fine.
No, of course not. You need to save the
Galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
What?
A mass delusion known as the Promise
sweeping its systems, converting all who encounter
Counter it.
it.
In less than 3 cycles,
It has spread from the crew of a single
star
star,
frigate to multiple outposts.
worlds and systems.
Praxis 9, Rigel 3,
75.222
2% of the Andromeda
galaxy, all lost.
Of course, she don't mention Contraxia.
They, actually. The World Mine is collective consciousness.
Look, we know who's behind the promise. We've seen it happening up close and personal. We're here to pass on information to you so you can stop.
How can we be more clear?
The Universal Church of Truth.
Cannot be stopped.
Told ya. They're a collective.
It is a machine.
Yeah, well, so are parts of me. And you better not call me in it.
Look, we just escaped the church's mothership. We have a ton of intel you can use to bring them down.
There is nothing you can tell us we do not
Already
already know.
know.
Pretty sure I know a few things that even a supercomputer can't know.
Such as...
Well, how to groom the feathers on a Shi'ar warbird, for starters.
Are you still alive?
Because I know how to groom the feathers.
Yeah, well, I know where you can buy hack Nova Core helmets at ridiculously discounted prices. What? They obviously don't know about it, or they do something.
The point is, we've lived things, experienced things. We've survived the promise, and maybe our experience can be used to help you bring them down.
It is possible.
We have overlooked the value of individual
Experiential memories stored
within our files.
Good. So let's pull resources.
However, given the ill-defined
Parameters of such a query
undertaking a search protocol at this time,
advised.
now, if you will excuse us,
The Universal Church of Truth's forces
draw closer to this region of space.
It is critical that we depart before they arrive.
You're running away?
What about the refugees? You're just gonna leave them defenseless?
Our primary directive is the
Preservation
preservation
of
of
Xandarian culture. All else
is
is
secondary.
Ain't you seen what your planet looks like? Xandarian culture is a lost cause.
Culture is more than a location.
But you're Nova Corps' leader. You have a duty to protect this galaxy.
That is incorrect.
You ain't the leader of the Bucketheads?
We
We do not have a duty to protect this galaxy.
galaxy. We merely police it to get advanced.
Advance knowledge of potential threats.
Serve and protect only yourselves.
A logical byproduct of our primary directive.
Directive.
Officers all over the galaxy laying down their lives for you. And you won't even risk fighting? For their sake?
The risk is too great.
It would be a pointless sacrifice.
For unknown reasons, the
Church is
Church's
stockpiling resources.
its influence has grown beyond all probabilistic.
Stick models.
Then update your models.
We
We cannot
cannot
adjust our computations to the
enemy's
enemy's
nonsensical power source.
You mean faith energy?
faith as an energy source
Is
is
illogical. We are unable to
compute scenarios to fight that which should
not exist.
So you're just gonna let the church win?
If the power source cannot be quantified,
It cannot be countered.
Most sentient beings don't have the luxury of calculating their odds before getting into a fight.
that is why they fail.
Ha! Drax, he's as dumb as a stick, and he ain't failed so far.
You're scared. Yeah, you met a math problem that you don't understand and you're running away from it.
Fear is an emotional reaction.
Disputable.
We do not experience emotion, therefore
We cannot be afraid.
Why are you running then?
Our primary directive is the preservation
Yeah, bleep, bloop, bloop. Thought you were a Class G superintelligence, not an infinite loop.
We
We recognize that you are displeased with our
decision
decision.
to leave. However, your
Emotional
emotions
state is not our
primary
primary.
concern. We
We
did
did not
not
make this decision without considering
all available options. A complete
search
search
of our databanks only revealed
a single entity with the potential
to stop them.
What is it?
Not what, who.
Adam Warlock, the Church's original golden god.
Unfortunately, he perished.
In the last year of the Galactic War,
Great. So no one?
we
We
are
are pleased you reached the same conclusion.
we did.
It appears that our travel preparations
are almost complete. Farewell,
Guardians
Guardians.
of the Galaxy.
No, wait!
Classic Nova Corps. Ain't helped us then, you won't help us now. What? Are you kidding me? Groot says the Flarkin helpline's still asking for fine money.
You know what? Screw this. Cancel payment.
Peter!
What? It's not like Nova Corps is gonna come after us. They're leaving.
Exactly. They're leaving. That was our only chance to get this disabler off the Milano. We can't escape the church with a locked ship.
Who cares? By the time it activates, we'll already either be converted or dead.
Peter, we've got movement.
They're taking off.
Quill? Quill?
I see it.
Son of a schmack!
You're accepting the promise.
We gotta jump, Quill.
I know.
Those promises becoming real.
Peter?
Gotta get clear first.
Come on.
And go!
Scott!
Whoa!
What the flark did you do?
I don't know.
Why have we stopped?
The Loser Legion must have hit something when they ambushed us.
Guys,
It's only a matter of time before the galaxy accepts the promise.
Sacrosanct is back there. We can't just sit here.
guys.
And how are we gonna do that? We're dead in the Flarkin water!
And if they find
Promise
us, we're
must be
screwed.
freely accepted.
Oh yeah, and without an engine, we're screwed anyway!
Guys! Enough! Just stop already! I can't hear myself think. Rocket, fix the engines.
How am I supposed to do that? I can't even run a diagnostic.
I don't care! Just fix it!
Scoff.
And what are we supposed to do?
I don't know, okay? I can't just conjure up answers every 2 seconds.
Fine.
Don't. I just can't do this right now. I need some rest. Screw Nova Corps. Shouldn't have counted on them in the first place. Drax,
I do not wish to talk.
fair enough. We're all pretty spent, just try to get some rest if you can.
Look, it's our great leader.
Hey,
Here to yell at me some more?
what? No.
I really don't feel like small talk.
You forgot your toast. Laura? You all right in there? Look, we're all frustrated. We did what we could with the world mine, but they weren't even listening.
It doesn't matter. They had their minds made up.
They were being kind of scut. Mm-hmm. I mean, I did nothing wrong. I was just asking them to do their job.
How about doing your job?
My job? Have you seen the size of that church ship? What am I supposed to do?
Guess you and the world mind aren't so different.
What?
Maybe it's because I had a tyrant for a dad, but I'm used to people in charge not being afraid to get scut done.
The heck? God. Feels like I've been awake for a whole cycle. Really? How did... Come on, girl. Shoot, shoot. Screw it. And the bed smells. Great.
Never wondered why. I hear your voice and it's calling out my name. While the candle burns and steals away the flame. Love was cold and dark, just like the grave. And still it goes on and on and on and on.
We have a ship. This is our room. Why is it so small? Look at you. Me.
Oh,
Weird hair.
what? What is it? What is this? How are you... me?
Come on. The talking raccoon's waiting for you. Everybody is.
Rocket, yeah, he was fixing that thing that broke.
Hey, if we're some kind of big space hero now, why are we running from the bad guys?
It's complicated.
No, it's not. Stop running. And we've landed.
Groot wanted to let you sleep. Can you believe it?
How long was I out?
Long enough to fly us all the way to the quarantine zone.
Wait, how do we fly out here?
Quill, do you want to fix your ship or not?
My ship!
Yes, your ship. Come on, the others are outside.
Is everyone outside already?
Yep, waiting for us. There, let's go.
Look who stumbled out of bed.
The rodent made decisions in your sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Took you long enough.
What? Nikki? You're not supposed to be here.
You promised you would get me out of here.
I know, but... Nikki! Guys, don't let it get to you!
Won't have to tell me twice!